this news story, I am saddened to hear. Alan, I am saddened to hear about. We saw the press junket for Wicked result in some weird videos. I mean, weird videos of Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo just acting strange. We saw the press that came from Snow White and appearances by Rachel Zegler on the red carpet at D23 with some really distressing comments. And here we are again, another press tour for another big movie, Lilo and Stitch. And our friend, Kira Lynn from Hollywood First Look had the opportunity to interview some of the cast members from Lilo and Stitch. I don't even know what to say about this. I'm just going to show you some of these videos and you draw your own conclusions. You really should, we're not going to say anything. You need to see for yourself. So here we go. This is Zach Galifianakis and Billy Magnuson being interviewed by our friend Kira Lynn from Hollywood First Look.
Recently, at 55, a new friend. Like I don't need any new friends, but I'm so excited about this new friend. And I'm going to tell him, Billy.
Oh, buddy.
No, it's sponsored.
What is going on? Okay.
It's Hollywood First Look there.
Hollywood First
Zach,
Look.
I was laughing because I did not know what to expect from your animated Jumbo.
I like Kira really dressed the part. She's very Hawaiian, Polynesian themed. She's a favorite when we do our Oscar show, but
I'd like to know what you thought when you first saw what he was going to look like.
I was pleased with it because I think they got the animation right. I mean, right, to lift it off the old movie and to give it this new modern look and also kind of give it dimension. I keep saying this, but I think the animation and the casting of Maya are the two strongest things of this movie.
Can you believe here's a guy who's in a movie with a bunch of other actors and he's supporting his fellow cast members? What?
69.
I don't know. That's Alan. Let's see. There's more.
Yes,
clips.
continue on with the bit, Chris.
Have you caught on to what I'm doing? All right, let's look at this now. He mentions Maya. He mentions. I want you to see this and see what you notice.
Yes, the controversy.
Hammock scene.
Oh. Don't make me cry.
Do you remember the hammock scene?
Yeah.
The hammock scene is my favorite scene. It's my favorite scene because it's such a loving and touching scene.
What? Another with the logo here and the music. Anyways, here we go.
Lilo and Stitch, the animated version, is my favorite Disney movie. And can I just say that this live action one
was better than the
Oh, yes!
The actress who plays Lilo in this movie is throwing shade on the original animated cartoon, loved by tens of millions of people. I don't know what to say, Alan. What do you think of this?
Yeah, she's canceled at such a young age. It was a great run while it lasted. Good luck with your career because it's over. It's done.
How is this different than Rachel Zegler? How is this different? Rachel Zegler disparages the original Snow White. And here, this young actress, barely in the industry, she's not even 10 years old. And she is saying the new one is better. Let's continue.
I like you. Now you get Lilo? I get Lilo. So, Nani and Lilo, their relationship is so important. So, Maya, I want to know what it was like when you first met Sydney and being able to kind of create that environment where you felt safe with your older sister.
Okay, so first, you want to go silly or not silly?
Oh, silly.
Oh. Yay! So Sydney, she's really good to connect with. Aww. She's very soft, and if you meet her, if you literally touch her right now, you would want to cling to her like for the rest of your life.
hold me back. I don't want
First of all, great acting. They clearly hate each other, just like Zegler and Gal Gadot.
Yeah. Should also mention that.
Can you see through that?
Well, we should also mention that this is exactly what Pedro Pascal did on the stage.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know, she's getting touchy for out of security reasons. It's disgusting.
But I don't know. Let's just continue. Let's see. I don't know how much more of this I can watch.
Never mind. She's icky. She's gross. She's gross. Yeah. So but she's really loving. Gross. So if you're like shy, her fans, if you're like shy, like hi Sydney, Sydney's gonna be like, hi. No, girl, we're not gonna do that today, okay? We're gonna have the best day of our lives. We're gonna go get some ice cream, okay? Since there's a mall right behind us, why don't we go get some MAC lipstick? Yeah.
I kind of think I want Sydney.
Alan, you gotta have some comments on this. I don't even know what to say.
Yes. Well, I mean, she just said she's icky and gross. And I mean,
again, throwing shade at the original Lilo and Stitch, and then all of this getting along behind the scenes, obviously fake.
Yeah.
Clearly fake.
And what does she want to do after the interview? She wants to go out and get MAC lipstick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now my pain has gone to her.
Oh my God, she's like talking me up like a storm.
She's mine.
Oh, I love you, girl.
Gosh, there's like such a big responsibility for Nani, especially, she's so loved. And I'd love to know, what do you hope that like when older siblings who have to kind of take this sort of caregiving role, what do you hope they kind of take away when they watch your portrayal of her?
I think I really hope that, they take away that they're not alone and that, it's the struggle is real. And I think that, they can also.
Her name is Sydney Agudong.
Yes.
Okay.
Take away that, I think a little bit of love and a little bit of peace of mind and knowing that it's okay to not always be perfect and have everything put together all the time is okay. And it's okay to put your needs first. And, and I think that.
Put your needs first. Selfish.
Something that was really incredible is that your little sister or your little siblings can also teach you a thing or two about releasing that control. And Lilo does that at the end. And, I think that's a gift. But I think that can also go for caretakers all over. It doesn't have to just be like siblings. It can be your parents and any sort of caretakers. And I hope that they are able to see that it's okay and, be able to see themselves on screen in that sort of way and maybe take a break or take a breath of fresh air and, give themselves a little bit of love.
Well, you're almost I think you are in every scene of the movie. So I'd like to know, what was your most favorite scene to shoot with Sydney?
Hammock scene.
Oh, that made me cry.
Do you remember the hammock scene?
Yeah.
The hammock scene is my.
How much more of this do we have to endure? How much more, Alan?
Look, I'm glad Kira gets these opportunities, but how are we not on these press junkets? What have we ever said about Disney that would keep us from press junkets?
We've always supported Disney.
I know. We wish nothing but the best for Disney.
And you like this movie a lot better than I did. A lot more than I did.
Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm more Asian than Kira here. I don't know, but maybe I'm wrong. I know.
My favorite scene. It's my favorite scene because it's such a loving and touching scene. Even when I film it with Sydney, she's amazing. She sings amazing. I don't even know if she took ukulele lessons, but she's very good at that too.
Thank you.
But mostly it's.
You made it easy.
Yes, and we made some people cry. We made some people cry.
She made people cry on the set. What does that tell you about how these actresses conducted themselves? They made people cry,
right? Which means
how are these not headlines?
I know. Clearly she lost agency, and her voice has been silenced, and she can only express it through crying.
Maya Kealoha made people cry on set of Lilo and Stitch.
Mm-hmm.
You made me cry. But before I go, like I said, this was my favorite movie. So I had these made for each
again.
of you.
Here we go.
Yes.
It's a
They did.
Dude,
Carolyn
she's
bribing
switching
the
'cause she's so
cast.
excited.
I
Now we
know.
know how she gets
Oh,
these
I'm about to
yeah.
break
Little
her.
Stitch Bobas.
Oh my god! Wait, oh my gosh. Wait, did you actually knit this?
I did not nip them. I knew somebody that could do it, and she did it very fast.
This is
when I found out.
beautifully
And it's
done.
like I said, it's my
Wow.
favorite movie. And
Now we know how she gets
Wow.
these interviews.
Gotta
She brings in her friend, her knitter friend, and the knitter made these gifts.
now this
Yeah.
live action is definitely one of my favorites as well. So I thought to commemorate, and what
Thank
a good job.
you.
So congratulations.
Girl,
It's
thank you so much.
You.
Oh, I can't take any more of this, Alan. Now, some people will say it's adorable that the promotion for this movie, the press tour, resulted in adorable videos. Some would describe it as that. I see through it. I see selfish. I see actresses an actor who made someone cry on set. All of this, and disparaging the original Lilo and Stitch. Alan, you're a big Disney fan. How can you defend this?
Yeah, well, here, let me read you the email I got from Disney publicists about getting on the press junket. They said, "We would love to consider your application for the press junket, but Hollywood First Look is bringing knitted Stitch boba drinks. What are you bringing?" I mean, how are you? How are you supposed to compete with that?
Yeah, we can't compete, but subscribe to Hollywood First Look and say hi to Carolyn.
Yeah, and maybe you'll get a boba drink out of them.